As I was saying, it is time for the Florida Underground Wrestling Heavyweight and the National Wrestling Alliance National Heavyweight Championship to be on the line. As the FUW Bruiserweight Champion Michael Tarver hits the ring, the challenger here tonight, former member of the WWE's Nexus, and the man with one of the best right hands in the business. Kahagas slowly making his way to the ring, the Tokyo Monster, the current Florida Underground Wrestling Heavyweight Champion and the current National Wrestling Alliance National Heavyweight Champion, both belts on the line here tonight against Michael Tarver. It was just 2 nights ago in Ybor City that Kahagas was able to defeat the marquee Bruce Santee to win the FUW heavyweight title in a title versus title matchup. That is not the case here tonight. Michael Tarver's title not on the line. Of course, the National Wrestling Alliance, for many, many years, the state of Florida, an important territory in that great alliance. So many people that came through here using the regional territory titles as stepping stones to bigger and better things, and the national heavyweight title very often was considered a stepping stone to the world heavyweight title. And this one promises to be a hard-hitting affair, to be sure. Very aggressive collar and elbow tie-up. And the challenger is certainly, I would think, going to have the edge in the strength department here. But Kahagas not going to back down. That's the one thing you can say about the Tokyo Monster. He does not fear giving up size to an opponent. We saw it against Bruce Santee. He went toe to toe with the marquee in Ybor City before getting a little bit of, well, unsolicited help from the hardcore giant Ron Nemi and the Navy SEAL as they came out and distracted Bruce Santee just long enough to allow Kahagas to pick up the victory. And speaking of the hardcore giant, right on cue, there he is, part owner of Florida Underground Wrestling and the head of 911 Incorporated. Ron Nemi out here, and I have no idea what he's doing here. Getting in the face of referee Dave Linton. And apparently he is out here to lend a hand to Kahagas. As much like he distracted Bruce Santee, he distracted Michael Tarver. And Kahagas has taken the advantage given to him by Ron Nemi here. I don't know if there's some sort of alliance between Kahagas and Nemi, or if it's just a happy coincidence that every time Ron Nemi shows up, Kahagas gets very, very successful, but right now, the cross arm breaker by Tarver. But both men end up in the ropes. Having a hard time extricating them from one another. And right back to the arm goes Tarver. I talked about the history of that NWA National Championship that Kahagas carried into the building. It was Florida legend Jack Briscoe, who was inducted alongside his brother posthumously last night into the Legends of the Bayfront. That was the first man to hold that title. Back in October of 1980. Rear chin lock by Kahagas. Think about the men alongside Jack Briscoe also that held that title. Guys like Ted DiBiase, Paul Orndorff, Tommy Rich. In fact, Orndorff and Rich, as there's a cover by Kahagas for an ear fall. Orndorff and Rich hold the distinction between them of having the most NWA National Heavyweight Championship reigns with 4 apiece. Kahagas now with Tarver. Version of the tarantula here. Not going to beat Tarver, but certainly going to wear him down like that. Oh, another right hand may have caught him right in the throat. And then a boot right to the side of the head. Followed by a wicked knife-edge chop that echoes throughout the Potter's House gym here in Jacksonville. The fans getting behind Tarver here as Kahagas immediately goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg. And the 255-pounder gets the shoulder up. One last bit of interesting history regarding the NWA National Heavyweight title. That belt actually was merged with the U.S. Heavyweight title in a unification match. Nikita Koloff, the last man to hold that title, when it was merged with the U.S. belt before it was reinstated by the NWA in 1997. Right now, Kahagas. Headbutt to the sternum, and then lefts and rights to the chest, lighting up the pectorals of Michael Tarver. And Kahagas has certainly found one way to avoid the right hand of Michael Tarver. Don't let him get any offense, just keep beating him up, and that's what he's done so far here. And right on cue, though, lefts and rights from Tarver to the midsection, followed by a couple of hard forearms right to the jaw. .9, which brings Ron Nemi to the apron. I don't even think it'll take 1.9 seconds to knock out Ron Nemi. Oh! Kahagas just took his head off, and just like that, it's over. Kahagas successfully defends the Florida Underground Wrestling Heavyweight Championship and his National Wrestling Alliance National Heavyweight title here. But I'm not sure he knows exactly what to make of Ron Nemi being at ringside. Michael Tarver just laid out by Kahagas. And what is going on between Kahagas and Ron Nemi? Well, I'm sure there'll be more to come in this situation, and you can check out FUWrestling.com for all the latest and greatest on Florida Underground Wrestling. A nice round of applause for Michael Tarver, who leaves here empty-handed in his quest to pick up the FUW heavyweight title and the NWA National Heavyweight title. But